Hi, in this video I will talk about the Cave Surah and several verses. Um, so, and here there are many stories mentioned in the Cave Surah, and one of them is the Zulqarnain story. When he reached the Far East, he found the sun setting in a vast ocean, and found people there. We said, "O Zulqarnain, you can rule as you wish. I either punish or be kind to them." So they seem to incline to misinterpret them. I never think it that way. So we will read it further. He said, "As for those who transgress, we will punish them. Then when they return to their Lord, he will commit them to more retribution." So here we see see that God inclines to uh, make him choice, and this is his choice will affect their retribution afterlife. And then he says this, but we don't know if how God will uh, punish them more or not. But let's read it further. "As for those who believe and lead a righteous life, they receive a good reward. We will treat them kindly." So here I think be kind to them mean that he has potential to maybe isolate them from himself. Then he pursued another way. When he reached the Far East, he found the sun rising on people who had nothing to shelter from it. Naturally, we were fully aware of everything he found out. He then pursued other way. When he reached the valley between two palisades, he found people whose language was barely understandable. So we have to read the story further to see what it does it mean. They said, "O Zulkarnain, Gog and Magog are the corruptors of the earth. Can we pay you to create a barrier between us and them?" So here we see that God gave him opportunity to be punished and kind, to be kind. So and then um, he's and interestingly we see a lot of verses related to decision making in this story. That's I have just realized. He keep pursuing one way and another way. And it's like God gives him an option, like do it this way, go it that way, and he's going that way, and he's going this way or that way. And interestingly, previously we see the Moses story that Moses cannot stand being with someone. So that's why this story is perfect, and we can just relate the story of Zulkarnain to the story of Moses and that knowledgeable person. So, uh, so that the important thing is there are bad people, and he is a leader. And once he wants to actively deal with the problem, and God says maybe be kind, maybe they can make an agreement, but they will still keep doing bad things. And so if they try to save them, if he saves them, if Zulkarnain can save them, and it shows that he has right to save them, then God will increase their retribution. So because maybe we don't know about it, and also possibly Zulkarnain also doesn't know it. He's just his assumption. But the important part is what God said and what Zulkarnain think and what Zulkarnain did. So and let's read the story further. "Bring to me masses of iron." Once he filled the gap between two palisades. He said, "Blow." Once it was red hot, he said, "Help me pour tar on top of it." Thus they couldn't climb it, nor they could bore holes in it. So it mentions the technique. He said, "This is mercy from my Lord. When the prophecy of my Lord comes to pass, he will cause the dam to crumble." So, and he knows that he got information from God that things will change. "At that time we will let them invade with one another, then the horn will be blown, and we will summon them all together. We will present hell on that day to the disbelievers." So this is interesting that this verse is giving information about end of the life, and this is giving information about the story of Musa and a knowledgeable person, and this is the cave surah, and previously we see the cave surah, and they stay in the cave, and there is a time period. So these stories are interestingly intricate, interestingly related, and you see this is very amazing. And anyway, so at the end we see that um, say if the ocean were ink for the words of my Lord, the ocean would run out before the words of my Lord run out, even if we double the ink supply. Say I'm no more than a human like you, being inspired that your God is one God. Those who hope to meet their Lord shall work righteousness and never worship any other God beside his Lord.